Hey, Philip, yeah, we've had some pretty nice weather the last couple of days. It looks like as we get into the weekend, it's going to become a little more unsettled with some showers and thunderstorms. Saturday looking like the better of the two weekend days. We'll begin with a look at the radar right now. That's sweeping clear locally. And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, we are tracking a cold front out towards the west. That'll bring us some cooler temperatures as we start the week, but also a chance for a few showers and storms. You can see that line working its way right through here. Not a strong line of thunderstorms. And I think as the front moves through tomorrow, it'll mainly move through dry, but we'll see a chance for a few showers and a few thunderstorms as we get into the later afternoon and the evening. And Futurecast bears that out for the rest of this evening. Mainly clear skies, light winds, humidity up a little bit today from where it was yesterday, but still fairly pleasant, although typically this time of year we're supposed to see highs in the upper 70s. As we go through the overnight, mainly clear skies, temperatures in the 60s, and as we start the day tomorrow, those southerly winds coming in, but clouds will build as we go through the day as that cold front starts to slide in. Notice as we stop things here at noon, cold front located right about through there. Ahead of the front, temperatures likely up into the mid-80s. Some northern locations might not get out of the 70s, and then as that front slides through, notice a chance for a few isolated showers become a little more numerous as we get into the later afternoon and the evening. So for your plans during the first half of the day, should be dry into the afternoon and evening. Look for a chance for a few of those showers and storms. They will continue into tomorrow night as the front pretty much just sits over the area and waves back and forth. So for Sunday, mostly cloudy skies through much of the day, off and on showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two. It's not going to rain all day everywhere, but there will be a chance for some of those showers as we go through the day Sunday and into Monday as well. Take it back to this morning at the Virginia Air and Space Center up in Hampton. Just a beautiful sunrise. Had a little bit of patchy fog in a few spots this morning as well, but notice those clouds gave way to full sunshine, and through much of the afternoon, we've seen the sunny skies. A few more clouds starting to move in right now, but officially we've got sunny skies, 84 degrees. Feels like 87 when you factor in that humidity at 56%. Winds coming in out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. It's 79 in Manio, same thing in Melfa, a little bit cooler near the water. Low 80s inland, 82 in Smithfield, 83 in Chesapeake and Hereford, 84 in Norfolk and Portsmouth, 84 in Williamsburg, and 80 degrees in Duck. So for tonight, looking at mainly clear skies, muggy and warm, 70 degrees, partly to mostly sunny tomorrow. Increasing clouds as we go through the day, and as the front approaches into the afternoon, a chance for a shower, a thunderstorm, a little better chance into the late afternoon and into the evening. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night, down to 70 degrees. And then for your Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, 77 degrees, scattered showers, northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and 78 on Monday with off and on showers. Front lifts back through as a warm front by Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when we'll see those temperatures warming up to 87 degrees, and we'll add in the risk of a thunderstorm. And then it looks like things will finally start to cool off once again for Thursday into Friday, back into the lower 80s. Regina, Philip?